Hey, it's me, Carinna, and I wanted to share with you a little glimpse into how I stumbled into this irresistible life. Now, please note when I say irresistible, I do not mean perfect, because let's face it, who has a perfect life? But when I stop and think about what I've always wanted out of life and where I am now, I have to say it's pretty darn close to perfect. Not in every sense of the word, but in that I'm exactly where I've always wanted to be. And I came to it by accident. And I welcome you to come to it on purpose because now I know how to get there. So a little backstory, I didn't come into this business for the business. I came into this as a mama who had lost herself. I had a 2-year-old and a 7-month-old. I was 186 pounds, and I'd lost every sense of who I used to be. In that, I felt so fulfilled being a mama, but when I looked in the mirror, I didn't recognize myself. When I went shopping, I despised everything I tried on. When I got on the scale, I cried, which is evil because the scale really doesn't matter. But I didn't really know who I was anymore. And I remember the moment when I realized that. I was trying on dresses for my husband's staff party, and I was in the fitting room at Winners. Yep, still loved Winners back then. I was in the fitting room at Winners, and I grabbed dresses that I thought would fit me, and I put them on, and I was like, whose body is this, and why are the dresses fitting it like this? And it really hit me because the dress I ended up buying had long sheer sleeves, and it was all black, and it just hid everything about me. I had a flowy tummy part. It just wasn't me. But I felt mostly okay in it. And I left that fitting room just sad. And it was around that time that I stumbled across a fitness page by my coach, Rosa, and I started following her. She had some healthy recipes. I was interested in that. And a few times she invited me to join her in her challenge groups. And I didn't know what that was. And she asked me, and I said, no, I got it. I can figure it out on my own, thanks. And then the third time she asked me, I was like, you know what? I've tried on my own. I lost about 12 pounds on my own, just trying to clean up my diet a little bit. I wasn't working out. And I was like, yeah, let's give it a shot. What do I have to lose? So I joined her, and I remember the day I started. I looked in the mirror in my naked post-pregnancy body glory before a shower, and I just looked at myself and said, this is going to change. And I knew it was. Like, I made it up in my mind. It was going to change. And it has. But I couldn't have known how much it was going to change. And I couldn't have known that decision that day to start my health and wellness journey was going to completely transform my life. I stumbled into it by accident. And I want to help you do it on purpose. So that was where it started. I lost 20 pounds and 20 inches in my first 90-day challenge. And then I continued on to lose 55 pounds and 34 inches. And it's never come back, like ever. And that is awesome. Because you guys, before I came into this, the way I used to lose weight was to starve myself. I had a really distorted perspective on what I looked like. I had a really distorted perspective on what mattered when it came to your well-being and health. And I really was so focused on what magazines showed me as to what a body was supposed to look like. Unrealistic. So I would starve myself. Here's the deal. I was breastfeeding. I couldn't go to my usual method. Thank goodness. Because if I could have, I might not have ended up here. So Rosa, recognizing that I was kind of a rock star in the challenge group, I loved doing well. I loved making her proud of my choices. I was doing it for myself, but it was fun to do it with the group. And she said to me one day, have you ever thought about doing what I do as a coach to help provide for your family, to help you earn some extra income? Because she knew I didn't want to go back to work because I didn't have babies to put them in daycare. It's fine if it's for you, but for me, it was not for me. I didn't want to miss a moment. And the thought of having to go back to a job that I hated after my little ones were born absolutely tore my heart out. And I had tried doing a daycare here at home to earn some money, and it was great, but turns out I don't have the energy for it, or I didn't have the energy for it. I probably could now, but I don't want to. It was not my calling. I did not wake up on fire to do that every day. I woke up on fire to be with my kids, but I also wanted something else, something different. So when she approached me about it, I was like, I didn't know I could do that. Like, don't you have to go to school or something to do what you do? And she's like, no, check out this webinar. So I watched one similar to what you're watching now, except it was pretty scripted. This is just me talking to you. I don't really have a script I'm going to follow. So that's how I fell into this. I remember when I began, Rosa asked me what my big, fat, hairy, scary goal was. And I said, you know what? If I could earn a couple $100s a month to help provide for my family, I'd be happy. That's all I really wanted to do. I didn't know how much bigger I could dream. I did not know how much bigger this could be. I'll end with that. So stay tuned for more on that. But so who's Beachbody? Who do I work for? Like, I am a coach. I work for myself. Beachbody is the company that I represent, but I don't really work for Beachbody. I had success with their programs. I had success with Shakeology, and I felt amazing from it. So I was telling people about it already, and that's kind of how Beachbody's coach opportunity came to be. The difference between Beachbody and literally every other network marketing company out there, and I say that proudly, we are a social marketing company, because that is the way that business is going. You can reach more people on social media. You can reach more people, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. You can reach more people there than you ever used to be able to. Like, these businesses used to have to be like calling people, cold calling, and all focused on sales. That's not what we are. We are the only social marketing company that existed. Our company was successful and existed before the business opportunity side of it. Our CEO, Carl Deichler, recognized that that customers that had good results and shared those results with their friends were people that were bringing in new clients, because they were walking, talking advertisements for the company. And he thought, we should probably reward them for that. So he did, by birthing the coaching opportunity. And that's where it started. I love that. I love that we were already a successful company, and we still are. Aside from coaching, there's also teambeachbody.com, which is separate from the coaching opportunity, that is the #1 producer of infomercials in all of North America, top selling infomercials in all of North America, with all of our fitness programs, from P90X to 21 Day Fix to Insanity to Country Heat, Size, Core to Force, you name it, they're all out there. So that's where the company came from. We've been around since 1989. And we used to be called $1 Million Body. I don't like that name. It's kind of weird. And I think a lot of people get caught up in the name Beach Body. Because let's face it, we all have beach bodies. If we get on a beach with our body, we got a beach body. And I think a lot of people think you have to be a hard body, or have a six-pack, or be super healthy to be a coach. And you don't. You can be anywhere you want in your journey, but you have to be focused and willing to become the best version of yourself possible. So the company is amazing. We truly stand for life change more than anything else. There's a lot of companies out there that will focus 100% on recruiting, 100% on just getting people to join you. That's not what I'm about. That's not what Shine Bright Nation is about. We are about empowering women to empower other women. I am about empowering other women to begin a life change, to truly have a life by design, a life where they can work to be debt-free. I will be debt-free this year. A life where they can empower themselves and empower others and become the very best, strongest, most confident version of themselves possible. So that's who the company is. That's what we do. A lot of people wonder, do I have time? Because I'm kind of busy. Girl or boy, we're all busy. It is like the busiest time in the world. Everybody is always rushing off to something somewhere, and I'm kind of sort of sick of it. I really am. When you ask somebody, hey, how's it going? Oh, I'm so busy. Doesn't that make you roll your eyes? Like, yeah. We're busy. We got stuff going on. My thing is, we all have the same amount of hours in our day. And I love that I can build my business and have built my business around the little pockets of time that I had available when my kids were little. Like, I started this working it when my kids, like I said, they were 7 months and 2 years. I didn't really have a lot of time. And what time I had was devoted to them. And what time after they went to bed, I was tired. However, I had a desperate desire to change my life. And that lit me up. It made me treat this like a business. So I would do my workout during nap time, and I would commit at least an hour every single night to doing something that would help my business grow. And I've done that consistently for 3 years. I now work more hours than that, but that's because I can. Like, my little ones are in school. I work in the evening because I have more energy now. It's all about what's your priority? And it's all about what you're willing to do now to have the life by design you want in the future. It will take some sacrifice, but that word shouldn't scare you, because the truth is, if you're watching this and if you're desiring that life, you probably haven't yet sacrificed what it takes to get that life by design. And I'm going to show you how you can. And I love that. I love that I know how to show that to you. That makes me feel like I'm living out my purpose to help you live out your purpose. And it's a ripple effect of awesome that like blows my mind. So time-wise, you literally can build this in an hour a day. We have a thing called a power hour. I teach you how to master it. And if you master it and you do it consistently, you will absolutely have success. I can promise you that, because this business is simple. It's not easy, please don't misunderstand, but it is simple in that the things that you need to do to grow your business are simple. You just got to do them. So personality, let's face it, I have a certain personality and I get that. I am an eternal optimist. I am really energetic, or really, I think I'm a fighter. I think no matter what I'm feeling or what's going on in my life, I push past it to do what I need to do. And I think I get better at it, to be honest. So you don't have to be me, thank goodness, to be successful at this business. In fact, some of the top coaches are super introverted, are quieter, actually weren't super present on social media before becoming a coach. In fact, I was one of those. I had a really locked down Facebook. I had deleted a ton of people just before I started. I live in a small town. It's 17,000 people, maybe 18,000 people. I was new to this town. I grew up in Kelowna, British Columbia, and Salmon Arm is not my hometown. So it's hard to like immerse yourself in a new community. That's a small community. And my Facebook was locked down. I didn't want people seeing pictures of my kids. I had a really select group of people, about 50 people that could see my stuff, which might surprise you because now everyone can see my stuff. Please know this, you don't have to do that in order to be a successful coach. And know this, the social media stuff, we teach it to you. So if you're thinking, well, I'm more shy, or I have a select group of friends, or I'm a little nervous about putting myself out there, or I don't know how to make pretty images on Facebook, or all that jazz, it's taught to you. You don't need to be me. How you will connect will be so unique to you. Because here's the deal. We will all connect with different people. A lot of people think there's a ton of people that are coaches out there. The market's saturated. Guess what? There is no shortage of people that want what we are offering. Obesity, weight loss, fitness. There are so many people struggling out there, and it breaks my heart. I see so many fad diets. I see so many things that like just take people's money and give them nothing back. If I had started this with my challenge pack that I started with and had no results, I would have been angry. But I did the work. I followed the program. I got results. It's why I do what I do now. I finally found what works. And that's who you will reach to. If you care about your wellness, if you care about your health, if you care about having more energy, being more confident, and building a life by design for you and your family, this is absolutely a beautiful vehicle for you to get there. So you will connect with different people than I do. The truth of the matter is, who you are meant to connect with is probably people just like you. Because we all have a unique story. And when I started, even when I wasn't yet a coach, I wanted people to know my story. Only because I thought, if there's one other mama out there that sees me who's got two littles working out in the middle of her family room with kids crawling all over her, it might motivate that mama to go for a walk that day. It might motivate that mom to do something just for herself, to feel good about herself that day. And that's why I started. I just wanted to empower even just one person. I had no idea it would grow into where it is now. So your personality is beautiful. You're created uniquely, perfectly awesome, just as you are. And that is the person you will reach. You have your voice. You have your stories that are worth telling, that will influence, that will inspire. You have a strength within you that other people need to see, that can change their lives. And to not share it is kind of selfish. So don't be selfish. What do we do? Like, what do I do as a coach? Do I just like sit here all day? Waha, yeah, taking selfies? No, that's not my job. It's part of it. Don't worry. We have selfie school. You'll be okay. For real though, it's not all that we do. In fact, social media is our vehicle to reach our people, to grow our presence, to help more. But the real meat of what we do is run wellness camps, accountability groups, challenge groups, whatever you want to call them, where we help other women and men get the results that they want and they deserve through daily interaction, daily motivation, sharing recipes, encouraging, inspiring, supporting. That is what we do. Our mission is to help people get the results. I also have a mission to help my coaches, my team, to build their financial freedom. I really do. It is something I'm passionate about. I'm passionate on helping people get debt free because debt sucks. It sucks, and it looms over almost everybody out there, and it drives me crazy that it is such an accepted thing nowadays to be in debt. I want to break that down. So what we do is we run wellness camps. We do a lot of free groups where we help other people just do focusing on getting 3 days without sugar in them, focusing on more water in their bodies, focusing on working the mommy tummy by doing an abs group, whatever it might be. We do things like that to help people on their journey to health and wellness. And so in an average day for me, I'm trying to wake up early and plug into my accountability groups, do a post that's going to motivate and encourage them, check in with where everybody's at. We use an app where I can see how many people have checked in and how many people have drank the shake and where they're at. And so I check in with them. I nudge the people that aren't getting the workouts in. I do a post on my page. I do personal development, which is reading a book such as The Success Principles or books like this, something like this. Because you know what, guys? It's I'll tell you our vital behaviors, okay? Our vital behaviors are to connect with others. That's pretty easy to do in the social media world. To be a product of the product, meaning we do our workout and we drink our shake. I'm going to get to Shakeology in a couple seconds here, but that's part of it because I could never be like, oh, you should do this. I don't, but you should totally drink Shakeology. I hear it's good. I don't drink it, but you should drink it. I have literally had a Shakeology every day for the past 3.5 years. And when I started, I didn't want it. I've never been a shake person. But my coach said, the people that get the best results use it. And I'm like, okay, I want the best results. So I'm going to sign up for it for only my first 90 days. And I'm going to cancel that and save my money. I couldn't cancel it if I wanted to. Not because it's addictive. I swear it's not. But because I liken it to having all these holes in me that Shakeology finally filled. It finally gave me energy. It helps me fight my sugar monster because I am a recovering sugar addict. It gives me, have I said energy? You might have noticed I have energy. But truly, it's 100% natural. And to finally have something, because I looked at other stuff before I found Beachbody, and I was really put off by the fact that I couldn't have it while I was breastfeeding. That really kind of made me nervous. I'm like, if my baby's not okay with it, why is it allowed to go in me? So I brought my Shakeology info to my midwife and my doctor, and they were both like, no, if he gets any of this from you, he's better off for it. Okay, I'm sold. I'll try it. And I've never stopped trying it. So don't worry about that side of it. My job is not to get to people to drink Shakeology. Do I think everybody should be on it? Yes, I really, truly do. But that's not my job. My job is to help others feel amazing. That's my job. What a wicked job description. Help others feel awesome. I'll do it. Sign me up. So we run challenge groups. After I check in with my groups and stuff, I'm present with my kids until they go to school. Then I will usually do my workout, have my breakfast, jump on and do some training because I'm always growing. I always want to be growing and challenging myself. I always want to be learning, not even just about this business, about different ways to manage debt, to get ahead, different wellness things that are coming out there because Beachbody is my vehicle in that we have all the fitness programs I will ever need. We have Shakeology to balance all the nutrition I'll never need. We have, we have our app to track what I'm doing. But I think it's important to be educated about what's going on and how each of our different bodies work with different things. So that's a part of what I do too. And then in the evenings, again, during the day, present with my kids when they get home. In the evenings, I do my check-in with my group to see who's checked in for the day. And I, again, message the people that aren't checking in and make sure they're doing all right. I plug into my team. We host team calls. I host team calls every Tuesday nights. We have virtual meetings where we get to all connect with each other. And the community that Shine Bright Nation is really lights my soul on fire. I love our team so much. It's a beautiful crew of women that lift each other up and that challenge each other to pursue our dreams. And I couldn't be more blessed by the online community I have. And it's actually now starting to grow a lot locally, and it just fills my soul. So how do you become a coach? What do you do? Why do you do it? When somebody becomes a coach on our team, they start by purchasing what's called a challenge pack. Now, recently we came out with something called the All Access Annual Pass. It is thebomb.com. I wish they had it when I started because it's virtual access, so everything's online. I don't have to use any of my discs that I've previously had to use. I can log in and see our entire program library, all the meal plans, all the workout schedules, all the recipes, everything on my computer or smartphone, smart TV, anything that has Wi-Fi, you can get it on. So it includes that, every workout program ever, and any new ones that come out this year for a whole year. It's nuts. Anyways, you also get a 30-day supply of Shakeology that is going to help your body focus on building muscle, losing fat. It's a quick source of protein. It's literally all the vitamins and nutrients you will ever need. If you don't feel good after 30 days on it, you return it, full money back guarantee. And I love that. Because what other company will do that? You couldn't go to a different place and have a shake every single day that they said was going to make you feel good. And at the end of the 30 days, go back to that place and be like, so I bought this shake every day for $5 and I don't feel any better. So can I have all my money back? They're going to look at you like you're a crazy person. But we wouldn't. If you truly felt no difference, which is impossible, but if you didn't, you would be able to return that empty bag and get your full money back. Now that's a guarantee. Anyways, it also comes with our portion fix container system, which helps you learn to eat properly. You don't eat out of the little containers, don't worry. It's a way for you to look at your food without having to count calories, without having to get neurotic. You eat to your calorie bracket, which we help you figure out. And that's how you get results, because nutrition is the biggest part of the battle. And I love that, because going to a gym, you're not having somebody follow you home and make sure you eat the right thing. So you could be working your tail off and still not getting results because you're not getting that support after you leave the gym. I love the support so much. So that All Access Challenge Pack is $199. There is no sign-up fee for becoming a coach. You literally pay that $200. You get stuff. It's not like you're paying it to become a coach. I don't know any other business that I can start for $200, and I can tell you the truth, I would easily have paid $500 for it had I known what it was going to do for me both physically and financially. Because here's the thing, you guys, let's fast forward to the after. I've been doing this for, it'll be 4 years in April that I've been it's 4 years in June that I've been a working coach, but I started in April of 2013. I can't say enough about how my life has changed. Like I said, I started this hoping I could earn a couple $100 a month to contribute to our groceries. That was literally my motivation, just to help earn some money to take some weight off of Brad. Because he made a good income, he did, but it was just enough. We were never going to get ahead with just Brad's income, and I was never going to want to go back to work until my kids were both in school, which they're both not. Like Sloan's in kindergarten and Weston's in preschool, but it's on the same 3 days a week, so I do have pockets of time that are just mine, which is really exciting. But I also miss them, even though they drive me nuts. Just keeping it real. So that was my goal when I started. And here's the thing, I can show you, I have earned every single week since I started working as a coach. There's been money deposited in my bank account. That's actually how it sort of started, is that I had a couple moms who were in a mom group with me online, that when I first started, I was like, I'm going to do this fitness thing. I've never done it before, but I think it'll be fun. And they joined me and they purchased through my site, but I didn't really know that. Like I sent them the link, but I didn't know what I was doing. And I got a check in the mail. Yep, they used to mail checks. But when I opened my mailbox, I thought it was a bill. And I was angry because I was like, they have my credit card. What the heck is this? What are they charging me for? Blah, blah, blah. And I opened it, and it was a commissions check for $90 that I hadn't tried to earn. And I remember coming in with that check, and I said to Brad, if I can earn $90 without trying, without thinking about it, without knowing what I was doing, what would happen if I set my intention to working this business, to learning this business, to learning how to maximize who I am in this business? He's like, I don't know, go for it. And he used to just humor me. He'd be on Thursdays because we get paid every Thursday. He'd be like, well, what did we earn this week? And now it's our main source of income. Brad has been off work since June, and we weren't for a while there getting any income at all. He has since qualified for disability, and that is a huge blessing. But in that time, you guys, had I not said yes 3 years ago, we would have been going to the food bank. We probably would have missed about 4 mortgage payments. We would have missed our kids' tuition because they do go to the Christian school here in town, because that means a lot to me, that they can live their faith every day and not feel scrutinized for it. I can't say enough what that means to me. So my income when I began, like I said, it was $90 here, $50 there, $60 there. And it's just grown every single year. Last year, I earned over $50,000 working part-time from home. And that blows my mind. I didn't make $50,000 in my previous corporate job that I hated, working 8 hours a day and taking work home with me and stressing about work every single day. I've never made $50,000 in a year in my life. So the fact that I can do that from home blows my mind. This week's paycheck, it was payday yesterday. This week's paycheck, I'm going to enjoy watching this at the end of this year because it's going to be so much more. But this week's paycheck was just shy of $1,500 for 1 week of work. So that's usually what it is. It's been between $1,000 to $1,500 a week. So I'm earning about, whoa, necklaces, simmer down. I'm earning about $4,000 to $5,000 a month. And I work part-time. I do not work all day, every day. I do not work late hours. I choose what I work. If I want to stay up late doing this, I might, and I often do. If I want to wake up early and do this, I might, and often do. But it's up to me. I'm my boss. There is nobody looming over my shoulder making sure I do what I need to do to make this happen. And honestly, if you told me that when I started, that might have scared me a bit, that I was responsible for my success, that nobody was going to make it happen for me. It was up to me. But now, I own that. I finally stepped into owning responsibility for my life. And there is this weird, crazy, scary, awesome freedom in knowing what happens in my life, what income I make is up to me. Now, here's the thing. There is an amazing team of women behind me, and I have amazing training that we give to you so that you will succeed. My dream is to watch all my team exceed me, to watch them do a video saying, I just paid off that credit card, or I just filled my car up with gas, or I just bought an entire month's worth of groceries on my paycheck. Those things light my soul on fire. Watching their physical transformations as they become the strongest, healthiest, most confident version of themselves fills my heart and soul. But that financial side of it speaks to a side of me I didn't even know I had, in that income to me, paycheck for me at my old job was just a given. It would go into the bank account. It was there, pay the bills, maybe go out for one dinner and wait for the next paycheck to come. Sound familiar? My paycheck now, you guys, it's not like I look at that number and I'm like, oh my goodness, $1,500. I celebrate it because I worked for it, but it's more so what that stands for. That income stands for lives changed, other women starting journeys like I started. It stands for empowering others. It stands for, I never look at it as a dollar figure. I look at it as people, because that's where I finally know where my income comes from. I could have gone to my old job and done nothing all day and I still would have gotten that paycheck, right? Like, I mean, I'd eventually get fired, but I'd still get that paycheck. But this is different. This is an accountability. This is a support. This is a positive community. This is life change. So when you're thinking about whether or not this coaching thing could be for you, I want you to know that I didn't know it could be for me. I didn't know I could be the person that you see on Facebook or Instagram or wherever it might be. I didn't know all that it was going to become for me. And I'm so glad. I am so glad that my coach asked me 3 times to join her. And I'm so glad that I said yes, because this isn't one of those sleazy MLMs. It is not a pyramid scheme. Those are illegal, just so you know. This is a beautiful company that cares about you and your success and rewards success by rewarding you for helping others. You do have to have a heart to help others. You do have to have a fighter spirit, I want to say. Most of the coaches on my team have lived some hardships in life, have pushed through things, because I think it takes that kind of person to make a business like this work. And I didn't know I could. I really didn't. You guys, to be honest, I didn't ever actually graduate high school. I always did the bare minimum just to get by. And I could have. I just skipped school too much, and because I hate structure. And funny that I'm an entrepreneur. But I skipped school so much that I was short credits and I never graduated. And I have failed more times than I've ever succeeded, but this I know how to do, and this I know how to show you how to do, and this I know with all my heart will change your life if you allow it to. Almost anyone can start this, but very few will push to do what it takes to succeed, but they will with me by their side. I am not going to push you, pull you, or drag you. I am going to empower you to live a life by design, a life fueled by faith, a life where you choose what fills your day, a life that seriously lights you up. Because we're Shine Bright Nation, and that's what we do. I'm helping you to live an empowered, irresistible, not perfect, but perfectly imperfect life for you. A life where you wake up every day on fire, and even if you're not on fire, you jump into a group that lights you up again, that puts that fire back on. I couldn't ask for more. I truly couldn't. I'm home with my kids. I never miss a moment, and I haven't missed a moment since the day they were born. That's all I've ever wanted. And so if that's something that speaks to you, something you've always dreamed of, and you wonder if this could be a better fit for you, if you have questions from this, I am here. I am an open book. I will never lead you astray. All I will do is work to empower you. Okay? Okay. So think on that. Think about what lights your soul on fire. Think about what you were created to be. Think about who you were created to be. Because I believe you were created on purpose, for a purpose, by a God that loves you, and that the life that you want and you deserve and desire is right out there waiting for you. And we can do it together.